Well, basketball family, welcome back to Green Team Productions. Hope all is well out there. So the last time that we seen Ben Simmons on a basketball court was back in 2021, and it was in the Eastern Conference semifinals going against the Atlanta Hawks. The series would go to a Game 7 in which the number 1 seeded Philadelphia 76ers would fall to Trae Young and the young Atlanta team. And from this game, we get the infamous clip of Ben Simmons passing up a wide open layup. And that one play right there kind of summarized the whole series for Ben Simmons, because out of all 7 games, in all of the fourth quarters combined, he only took a total of 3 shot attempts. And in the last 4 games, he took no shot attempts in the fourth quarter. And to put the cherry on top, in the post-game interview, he has his teammate Joel Embiid questioning that layup that he passed up. And he also has his coach not being able to answer whether he is the point guard of the future. So Ben Simmons decides to never play for the Philadelphia 76ers ever again. He sits out, and we fast forward, he's eventually traded for James Harden and is now currently a Brooklyn Net. Though some people may have some issue with Ben Simmons and how he handled this situation, and I can definitely see why people feel the way they do. Just a year ago, I was not the highest on Ben Simmons, but I want to look at the Brooklyn Nets as a new start for Ben Simmons, and I don't want any of those narratives to cloud what he can provide to this basketball team. Because we cannot forget that this is the tallest listed point guard in NBA history, standing at 6'11", 7 foot. He has elite passing and vision, and he's been a defensive stopper since his quote-unquote rookie season. Since coming into the league in 2016, Ben Simmons has averaged 16 points, 8 assists, and 8 rebounds. And to put that into perspective, there has only been 10 players in NBA history that have been able to do that, and Ben Simmons is on that short list. But to make that stat even crazier, there was only 2 players that were 7 foot that were able to average 8 assists and 8 rebounds a game, and that was Ben Simmons and Wilt Chamberlain. So I'd say that he's in some pretty good company. And being that Simmons is an athletic 7-foot point guard, it would make sense that he is one of the best players in the open court. There's not much you can really do with someone that his size and his speed is coming at you. And many times, even if he doesn't make it to the rim, his passing and his vision is so elite that he's gonna find an open teammate. And you can see that aspect of the game for the Philadelphia 76ers was really hindered when Ben Simmons was not in the game. For instance, when Ben Simmons was playing, they were the 12th ranked team in pace. But with Ben Simmons off the court, they dropped all the way to the 26th ranked team. And as we all know, Ben Simmons is elite at pushing the pace and initiating offense, but it is really on the defensive end where he shines. And this was also another element that you could see affected the 76ers, because they went from the 2nd rated defense in the entire league to a middle of the pack 13th overall rank. And he had an immediate impact as soon as he came in the league. His rookie season, he was already able to average 8 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block a game. Just 2 years later, in the 2019-2020 NBA season, Ben Simmons is able to make first team All-NBA defense. Then he turns around and does the same thing in the 2020-2021 NBA seasons. So he was able to get back-to-back first-team All-NBA defense, and he even got a few nods for Defensive Player of the Year, though unfortunately Rudy Gobert blew him out the water with 84 first-place votes out of 100. And this is also the same season I was referring to when I said that they were the number 2 ranked defense and also the number 1 seed going into the playoffs. So all seemed well. First round went great. They played the Washington Wizards, which only took them 5 games to dismantle them, in which Ben Simmons averaged 15 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, a steal, and a block a game. But going into that Atlanta series, it just seems like Ben Simmons' confidence just started to waver a little bit, especially after game 2, where he only had 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 7 assists. But playing against Washington, he had a game where he had 6 points, but he also contributed 15 assists and 15 rebounds. And there were just other games against Atlanta, like he had 8 points, 6 points, 5 points, 4 points. These were multiple games in the series where he wasn't able to score over 10 points. And even his field goals almost were cut in half. Against Washington, he shot about 10 shots a game. But against Atlanta, he only shot 6. So you could definitely tell that there was a drastic change in his style of play. So yes, this did leave a sour taste in everyone's mouth that was watching, because we just couldn't believe that he was afraid to take a shot. It's not like he was missing, he was literally afraid. And in my personal opinion, I can't even be mad at him about that, because even if he was taking those shots, that is not his game. He is not a jump shooter. Even if he was shooting those shots, it would be the same effect as him not shooting those shots. And he's playing with the big man in Joel Embiid, who, which I love, I'm just saying for the sake of argument, they're both occupying the same amount of space. Ben Simmons is a slasher and a facilitator. He's a drive and kick kind of guy. But when you have Joel Embiid, who needs his touches and is also clogging the paint, their play styles contradict each other. So in the end, I believe both teams got what they needed. The 76ers got their nuclear scoring, facilitating point guard in James Harden, and the Nets get that defense that Ben Simmons will bring that they desperately needed in the playoffs this last year. My hope is that Ben Simmons will come into the Nets and that he will play his play style and he will flourish. And this is a team where all the ball handling and a lot of the scoring responsibility will not be on Ben Simmons. You still have a player in Kyrie Irving who is a nuclear scorer and can handle the ball and play the point guard position efficiently. And we can't rule out whoever they will bring in from this Kevin Durant trade whenever that happens. But I'm almost certain whoever they bring in, it will be a talent that can fit around Ben Simmons and his play style, because he is their future. But yeah, like I said, I want Ben Simmons to come in and play his role. He doesn't have to come in and knock jump shots down for me. He has to play his game. He still has to be aggressive. Go get 15 assists. Go get 15 rebounds if you're not going to score. Just play your role. I'm excited to see how they use Ben Simmons. If they play him at the 1, put Kyrie at the 2, or they play him at the 4, put Kyrie at the 1. I don't know what is going to happen, but I'm excited to see what Ben Simmons will do when he returns. But as the usual, it is not about my opinion, it is about yours. So let me know what you think and let me know how you feel about Ben Simmons down below. If you like this video, don't be afraid to leave a like on this video. Subscribe for more basketball content. I want you guys to have a great and productive day. Peace.